Hey everybody, how you doing? Thanks for tuning in. Just doing a quick update on my powder humidity monitoring, my jug of RL26 here. If you've seen my old videos, I put a Kestrel drop into this little fireproof container and use this little device that I made to then drop it into the bottle of RL26 to monitor the interior humidity of this jug. So that's kind of the goal, is to see over time, does humidity actually get into the jug? And that's just with a regular standard cap. There's this cap insert here. The one that goes on the jug fell apart, so I don't use it anymore. But yeah, so it's just using this cap here on this HDPE2 jug. These jugs, this type of plastic is commonly used in the pharmaceutical industry to put like powder medication pills in, because it's known for not having any sort of penetration of humidity going into their containers. So I decided, well, okay, that makes sense for them, but I'm going to see if it actually penetrates these jugs of powder. These are, sort of modern plastic jugs. And well, I've been doing this for almost 2 years now, probably even more than 2. And so far, after a year and a half of exposing not just this jug, but also a couple jugs of N133 to extremely high humidity. I live in the Pacific Northwest, United States, where most months we get anywhere from 80 to 100% humidity. And I, in fact, even put this jug outside during winter in pretty much 100% humidity for persistently, several weeks, months in a row, really trying to see is humidity actually getting into these jugs. And thus far it hasn't. So I'm just doing a quick update using the Kestrel Drop app, which, as you can see here, provides a really nice and easy and quick look at the data. There's lots of data points here because it collects data every 30 minutes. And there's several other data points like temperature, heat stress index, barometric pressure, whatever you will. But I'm looking particularly at humidity. Is it humidity getting into this jug in a high humid environment? And again, I'm going back to, let's see, looks like March all the way through the summer, March of this year all the way through the summer of this year. And I'm not really seeing any change in the level of humidity. It pretty much stays between 62.1 to 63%. And it kind of doesn't really have any variation according to the variation in the actual atmosphere outside of this jug. So like if you could see here, it's kind of hard to see, but this line up here represents 65.5%. This line down here represents 62.2%. So you can see it's hovering right around 62.1 to 2, maybe 62.3. So a 0.1 or 2% variation is all you're seeing. And that could just be simple measurement error in the device. Either way, it doesn't matter, because a 0.1% change up or down, or a 0.2% up and down, is not really going to affect the powder at all. And so, yeah, going on almost 2 years here monitoring, and there's absolutely no humidity getting in there. It's sort of, I guess, creating its own little atmosphere with humidity. When you look at temperature, it certainly fluctuates with the temperature. And so if you, look at the app and ask temperature and let's see the temperature trends, you can easily see how it is varying by the temperature. So back in, March, April, early May, temperature in this garage where I have it stored is around 55 degrees. And then now I get into the summer months and it's getting to 70-something degrees. And so it's picking up the temperature differences outside the jug, but there is no actual humidity differences inside the jug. And so that's the benefit of the HDPE plastic, is that it really keeps that humidity out. So anyway, again, I'm going on 2 years, have not seen any changes in humidity with this and other jugs that I've monitored. Like I said, I've even placed them outside in 100% humidity for, weeks and months in a row, and have seen no changes. So anyway, I have utmost confidence that I can actually just take my powder jugs like this made out of this plastic, and if I wanted to, just go ahead and store them outside. I don't think the powder is going to be affected by humidity. Certainly shooting this powder and other powders that I've monitored and actually kept outside during high humid environments, there was really no changes in the characteristics of the powder. The groups were the same, the velocities were the same, etc. So definitely have no problem storing this thing in a high humid environment in this jug with simply the cap turned and closed. Anyway, okay, thanks everyone. Thanks for tuning into this quick update. We'll just keep monitoring. I do have to replace the battery in this thing quite often, every few months, because again, it's ongoing data monitoring and giving me data points that I can pull up in the Kestrel app, which this app is super convenient to just simply do quick looks at the data and see if there's any trends. So thanks for tuning in. Please be sure to check out my Patreon page and provide some support for tests like these. Thank you.